Chief Keef responded to OBlock, responded to FBG, responded to anyone who had an issue with him doing a song with NBA YoungBoy. Now, normally, Chief Keef doesn't really address things publicly. He usually moves in silence, but this time, he made it clear without even saying much at all. A lot of people are upset that he's collaborating with NBA YoungBoy, and the reason goes deeper than music. NBA YoungBoy has been publicly associated with Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo was connected to Lil Tim. Lil Tim was involved in the incident where King Von lost his life. Later on, Lil Durk was reportedly facing legal issues related to retaliation connected to that situation. All of these names, in some way, have been tied together in the public narrative, and NBA YoungBoy's name sits in the middle of it. So now people are looking at Chief Keef like, wait, didn't you know King Von? How can you work with him? And trust me, Keef sees all of this. When the video first surfaced showing that he was working with NBA YoungBoy, TTE Breezy, who was known to be affiliated with OTF, publicly said he wasn't rocking with Chief Keef anymore. That sparked even more reactions. Then you had people across Chicago speaking on it. King Yella was one of the first to speak up. He basically suggested that Keef doesn't care about those opinions, and he brought up old street tensions. He claimed they were unresolved issues surrounding the death of his cousin, Blood Money. According to Yella, that situation is one of the reasons Keef distanced himself from certain Chicago circles. Now, to be clear, these are long-standing allegations and street rumors, nothing that has been legally confirmed. People have always said Chief Keef doesn't come back to Chicago because he was pushed out. Others argue he stayed away because of safety concerns and past conflicts. Again, a lot of this is speculation. Some people also pointed out that you rarely saw Chief Keef publicly post King Von or collaborate with him musically. To them, that silence meant something. Others disagreed and said people were reading too much into it. There were even stories circulating that Keef and Von allegedly ran into each other at Rolling Loud at some point and had words about past situations. According to online chatter, Keef supposedly questioned whether certain people had involvement in his cousin's death, and the response was a denial. But again, that's based on what's been said online, not confirmed facts. When King Yella spoke about it, many people criticized him for putting street business on the internet. Some said he didn't know what he was talking about and was just fueling rumors. But when you look at the comment sections, you see hundreds of people reacting, laughing, agreeing, disagreeing, and debating.
Even individuals believed to be close to Blood Money appeared in the comments saying facts, which only intensified speculation. And that's how quickly narratives form. At one point, these conversations led some people to believe that individuals connected to OBlock may have had involvement in Blood Money's death. Again, there is no official confirmation of that claim. It remains speculation discussed online. Chief Keef never directly responded with a statement. Instead, he changed his Instagram profile picture to Blood Money, and he did that while all these rumors were circulating, while people were criticizing him for working with NBA YoungBoy, questioning his loyalty, and debating his past relationships. That move spoke loudly without him saying a word. People were already talking about alleged connections, and then he puts Blood Money as his profile picture. For many observers, that felt intentional, like a reminder of where his loyalty stands. Sometimes silence and symbolism say more than an interview ever could. There's been a lot of conversation around this, and honestly, many people avoid discussing the deeper context because it's uncomfortable. But when you run a platform that talks about culture and hip-hop news, you're gonna cover controversial topics. It doesn't matter who it is, if it impacts the culture, it gets discussed. We've seen similar situations before. For example, in the case of OBlock affiliate Zell Mana, who tragically died by suicide, there were many rumors circulating about the reasons behind it. Some online narratives claimed relationship issues played a role. But after looking into it, there's no verified public evidence confirming those exact reasons, and that's important to say clearly, because at the end of the day, there's a difference between what's proven and what's repeated. And in today's social media era, repetition can quickly turn speculation into something people treat like fact, even when it isn't. From the research I've done and conversations I've had with people familiar with the streets, this situation isn't exactly hidden. Some of it is part of public record. It's just that many people didn't openly discuss it, possibly because of the respect and loyalty tied to OBlock. There has been online speculation suggesting that Zell Money may have been under significant legal stress related to ongoing investigations connected to the FBG Duck case. Public reporting indicates he had been questioned at some point. While some narratives attempt to link that pressure to his tragic passing, there is no verified confirmation establishing a direct connection. At this time, any conclusions beyond documented facts would remain speculative. You rarely hear detailed conversations about how he passed. His family hasn't publicly addressed online rumors in a major way either. There hasn't been a strong public pushback or clarification, so a lot of people are left speculating. Because of that, many still don't truly know what happened.
Some people in Chicago say it wasn't a mystery at all and believe depression played a major role. Others think there were deeper legal pressures involved. Again, those are opinions circulating, nothing officially confirmed beyond what's already documented. And I understand why some individuals choose not to speak on it out of loyalty or respect. What's also interesting is that several people connected to that situation have since been convicted, although sentencing is still pending. From the outside looking in, it appears they could be facing extremely serious penalties, possibly even mandatory life sentences depending on final rulings. If Zell was aware of what might happen legally, that could have added enormous stress. But again, that's speculation, not a stamped fact. Switching gears, Big OP from NLMB recently said he's changed his life. He mentioned he's no longer focused on street activity and is now trying to build something legitimate. He said he's reached a point where he understands he can make real money and doesn't want to throw that opportunity away. It's interesting because not long ago he was speaking very aggressively online, but now it sounds like he's thinking differently. And honestly, that's something you see often. Once people start earning and see real opportunity, their perspective shifts. They realize there's more to life than street politics. Of course, critics are saying maybe he can't return to Chicago, and that's why the tone changed. Some people believe when someone is restricted or pushed out, they start talking about growth and change. That's one perspective floating around. But in his own words, he said the streets were never really something he fully embraced, and right now he has bigger priorities. He mentioned not wanting to jeopardize opportunities for things that no longer serve him. He spoke about creating generational wealth instead of risking everything for past habits. He basically said he's done with that lifestyle and sees no value in continuing it. According to him, getting money and becoming the best version of yourself is more important than proving anything in the streets. Whether that shift is permanent or situational, time will tell. I'll continue following developments and keeping you updated. Now, there's also chatter online about allegations involving OBlock and past incidents connected to Chief Keef and blood money. To be clear, these are claims circulating on social media, not confirmed facts. Recently, Chief Keef changed his profile picture to blood money, which sparked more conversation. Some believe it was symbolic after hearing certain rumors. Again, none of this has been officially confirmed, and it's important to approach these discussions carefully and responsibly. There's a lot happening, and the situation continues to evolve. I'll keep monitoring everything and break it down as more verified information becomes available.